So hello everyone, Grosey here, welcome back. Today we've got another episode of the Unhuntables podcast series with Christopher.
Hello.
Hello. We are looking through the dreaded 5Ps this week.
Every time you moan about 5Ps,
It's always 5Ps.
2Ps.
Every single week it's 5Ps, it feels like. But you never know, we could find something good. So
Could find a new definitive.
Could find the new definitive. My 5P bag has no date on either. So could it be brand new? Hot off the press, as they say.
Hot off the press.
Or could it be an old bag?
What's wrong with old bags, Grosey?
Right, anyway.
Just dodge that one.
Let's not dwell on that one too much.
Yeah.
So I've completely lost my train of thought. Yeah. What's new? I mean, obviously we spoke about a few bits and bobs on your part of the video. What's new? I'll tell you what I was thinking about buying, but I didn't in the end, was the George II Monarchs coin. I nearly gave in. I didn't realise that they I actually researched which coins have come out, and they haven't done them in order like I thought they did. They've kind of just done them all over the place.
Do you know what the sad news about that is?
What?
The series has been cancelled.
Really?
Yeah, not doing any more of them.
Why is that?
But there wasn't really an explanation given. It hasn't been cancelled. It has been postponed or paused or something to that effect. If I had to hazard a guess, the only reason I can think of that they would stop that series would be because interest was too low.
Yeah. If they should have done it as a BU coin.
Yeah, I would agree. I would have bought them if there's a BU.
So would I.
But it would be a bit like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a series that I know you've bought, because Queen's Beast, Tudor Beasts, the dinosaurs. If they announced 2 dinosaurs and only done 1 of the dinosaurs or 2 of the dinosaurs, would you be aggrieved by that?
Potentially. I mean, it makes me kind of, if they've stopped it makes me kind of want to go and buy it now.
So this is something I was thinking about. If they have stopped minting them because there was low demand, then surely whatever the last one that came out, now is the time to go and buy that because they didn't sell. Possibly, if that is the rationale. So that might be a smart investment, because in 4 or 5 years, when the sales figures actually come out and we find out how many were minted, there could be some very low numbers there if it being cancelled because there's low demand. And there could be other reasons. Obviously, I struggle to think what other rationale. If they had, like, it's not like they've got licensing agreements with companies that own the designs that are on the coins. I can't think of any other rationale that would cause them to cancel that series when they can still carry on with other series. So I think it's got to be demand, really.
Christopher, what is it with you and making me buy coins?
You're going to buy them now?
Yeah. The only one still in stock is that George II one, but I mean, to be honest, it's not my favourite design, which I think is why it's still there, but it doesn't matter if they haven't sold that many. Limited edition 1,350. And
I tell you, if they sold out by the end of the Unhuntables video going up tomorrow,
and if you want to buy any,
them all,
come in my direction.
Yeah.
I'll be able to sell you some of mine. There we go.
Because that is the weird thing about it, that there are people that want to buy coins to make money. So you can gamble on thinking a topic might be really popular and that might increase in value over time. But in my mind, in recent years, the ones to look out for are the boring coins that people don't want to buy. They're the ones that get the lowest mintages. They're the ones that, once the mintages are finally released, because obviously with the things like the silver proofs, the gold proofs, they will say we will mint up to X thousand of them, but that is a ceiling. It might not reach the ceiling. It might stop halfway. It might stop a tenth of the way. It might hit the ceiling, and then the maximum mintage has been produced. But it's the ones with the lowest mintages that generally are going to be some of the more valuable coins in the future. So you want to figure out what people aren't going to buy, then buy and hoard those ones.
It always seems to be the way, doesn't it?
It's counterintuitive, isn't it? But then what it will be, people will catch on to this, and then the boring coins will sell really, really well. It'll be something else, and it will be a constantly changing target, or moving target.
I should have bought it a little while ago, a couple of days ago, because you could get a free coronation coin if you spend more than £60.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it.
We both should have been buying sovereigns 20 years ago, Grosey, but unfortunately we didn't do it.
Oh well, there we go. That is now in my raw mint basket, and I will buy that after the Unhuntables.
Oh gosh. If you make money on that, then just remember.
I might buy 2. No, I'm not going to buy 2. How many?
But no, it's a shame because I thought it was a series that had real potential. You've had some very interesting monarchs that have had amazing portraits that could have been minted onto the coins. But notable exceptions, like I don't think there was supposed to be an Edward VIII one, which to me was an absolute no-brainer. That is the first coin that you should have released to kick off the set, because
that would have gone mental.
People would really, really, really have wanted that because it's Edward VIII. He abdicated. He didn't appear on coins other than the trial and pattern pieces created at the very inception of his reign, but obviously never got minted for mass production. But I think that could have been a really smart coin to start the set on. It was always going to end with Queen Elizabeth II, which again,
did they actually release an Elizabeth II one?
No, that was scheduled to be the last one. There is a release schedule that's publicly available information as to what was going to be minted in what years, and it was going to end with Queen Elizabeth II. Or maybe it was going to be extended with King Charles III as well, potentially, who knows. But series is kaput, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was going to be 2022 to 2026.
Yeah. Unlike James Bond, they decided to cram them all into 1 year. Well, 1 and a bit, because there was some at the end of last year that came out. But no. But no, the other thing, because you're obviously reading something, you're engrossed in something separately. I can tell.
Sorry, it's just the way you've mentioned this, and I'm trying to find this schedule that you're talking about.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, other new things is the new Harry Potter 50p has come out since we last spoke, which is really exciting for me, at least. I'll give you my opinion whilst Grosey is still looking around for things. The Harry Potter design, I really like this new design on the Harry Potter coin. I think we both thought when we read it I think you read it to me in the Royal Proclamation. I hadn't read it at that point, and you said it was Harry Potter the Flying Key. I was like, what? What is the Flying Key? Like there are so many other things that are so instantly recognizably Harry Potter or scream Harry Potter. If you think Harry Potter, I would assume that the most people who like Harry Potter aren't thinking the winged key. They're thinking I don't know, more Harry Potter related stuff that I can't think of, like all the different characters that they haven't done so far.
Yeah.
But I really like this design. I think this is a really, really nice coin, and this is coming from someone who has practically no interest in Harry Potter.
I think
itself.
It looks nice as well, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it's a nice one that works. Again, I know we've talked about it before, but you have designs with some colour on it, and then versions that aren't colorized, and sometimes it works really well one and doesn't work the other way. Windrush is one where the version without the color on the design I think looks much better, or compared to Winnie the Pooh and Friends, I think the second one, it doesn't work without color on the design, whereas I think this one is a really good balance of a coin that looks great with both.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that it looks good. I think it uses all the space that you've got on the design. Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. I mean, again, Harry Potter's not my thing, but
yeah, it's almost like we know you're distracted, Grosey, because of the way you.
No, I was looking at that. I was actually looking at the coin. Honestly, I was looking at the Harry Potter page on the Raw Mint.
Oh, you'll have to edit that into the video so the viewers can see it as well.
No.
I got you back. But no, I think what is interesting, because as far as we're aware so far, it is just the one coin for this year. There isn't a full set like there was in previous years when we've had. Well, I guess technically it was 2 a year, wasn't it? So dropping to 1 a year isn't as big of a drop, but. Previously, we had 4 different designs in the first tranche of them, and now we've only got the one. A bit like what happened with Beatrix Potter. We had 5, we had 4, then we had one each in the subsequent 2 years for the 50p's. So, yeah. But yeah, again, interesting to see, because again, with the Star Wars and the Harry Potters, they are much lower mintages than the first wave. I think higher demand was anticipated at the original inception of the ideas, and I guess on paper you've got 2 of the biggest franchises in the world. You would think with the fan bases that those franchises have, that they would sell really, really, really well, and it hasn't quite met the expectations. So lower
Yeah.
mintages are always a bonus, because I think it's healthier for numismatics in general. I know lots of people have sold up because they're so sick of too many releases in a short period of time, and B, that the mintages are so high that they instantly drop in value from the original RRP.
Yeah, no, it's true, to be fair. I mean, it's that balance, isn't it? You don't want tens of thousands, but you don't want none, otherwise people can't get them. But...
Yeah, you need enough so that collectors can buy them and not miss out and feel aggrieved that, oh, I've been buying coins for the Royal Mint for X amount of years and you didn't make enough for me to buy this one. But then you also don't want too much that it's over minted and totally dilutes any sort of interest or value in them.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I wouldn't want to be the person that's got to pick that number, because you can guarantee whatever number you pick, you're going to be wrong.
1,000 of each. No, that's
1,000 silver proofs.
No,
that's way too few. Actually, it's way too few for a 50p. It is about right for a £5 coin, if not maybe a bit too many.
Yeah, it's not that many though, if you think about it.
Oh yeah, this is why at times I have been trying to persuade myself I don't need to buy all the £5 coins in silver proof, but they have the lowest mintages, and I'm just like, this is my best chance of getting a low number.
Number one. Do you reckon that's ever going to happen?
I've got number 3, and I've got a number 12.
Yeah.
3 is the lowest I've got so far.
3 is pretty cool though. I think the lowest I've ever had is like a 64 or something.
64. Wow, amateur.
Or maybe 67.
You need to try harder next time, Grosey.
Maybe I could get a low one with this George II coin, sorry.
Well, one that's been on sale for a year already.
Yeah, but as we said, it doesn't matter, does it? It might just be random luck of the draw.
If nobody has bought one, then Grosey will get number 1, potentially. Because again, it's weird, because those certificates that show you what number you've got out of the run, I've heard so many different stories about whether the numbers mean anything or not. Because lots of people think, oh, number 1 is the first one that was minted. And I've been told by some people that's not the case. Some people think that they're all minted, then randomly assigned these certificates. You're looking at which certificate was numbered this, not which coin was minted in that order. But other people have said it's in batches, so that if they're minting 1,000, they'll do 100 at a time, then they'll get the first 100 certificates, and they'll mint another 100. But again, within that batch, number 1 isn't always going to be the first one that's minted. But so it's interesting, because some people will pay a premium for ones with low certificate numbers, but and I think for myself, it doesn't really matter. It's just a nice little thing. Oh, that's a low number. Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, no, definitely. You don't want to have a really, really, really high number. Well, it doesn't really matter, actually. I don't think it actually matters that much, but it's always...
I mean, when I open it up and I see I've got, this is number 34,000, I think, oh, well, it doesn't... I'm not disappointed by that. It doesn't upset me that I want to return it because it's a low number. But if I've got a high number, it's a bonus. It's not a negative, but it is a...
It's always a bit of mystery. It's like a little extra Easter egg when you buy a coin, that you kind of get that little moment of, Yeah.
Speaking of Easter eggs, then did you get any Easter eggs this over Easter?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No sweets, no carrots, no little hampers with little...
To be honest, Easter has come out. I've just about got over Christmas, to be honest.
I tell you what, you had a bit of a stitch up on April Fool's Day, didn't you?
I did. I got lots of people.
Yeah.
I actually influenced the market, you could say. You know who you are.
Delusions of grandeur there. So tell the dear viewers then, what did you do? How did you trick people on April Fool's?
I had a little announcement that perhaps 2023's mintage figures had come out, and that perhaps the Four Nations... Is that what it's called, the Four Nations? I think that is, the new £2 coin.
Flowers of the Nations or something like that.
Yeah.
Is it Four Nations? It might be.
The new definitive £2 had a mintage of 105,000, and lots of people on Christopher's Discord server went absolutely bonkers over the idea.
Thankfully, someone had worked it out that it was an April Fool's joke before I read it. I think because he very cleverly manipulated a screenshot showing what Royal Mint vintage figures look like. So I think if it hadn't been someone that had twigged it, going, "Remember what day it is, everyone," you might have tricked me as well. But unfortunately for you, I had read the other messages warning me that it was an April Fool's joke.
I did send it to Bungle as well.
Ah, that's why, because I pinched it and I put it into a little group that we're in, and he immediately knew that it was you.
Yeah, no, I messaged it to him. I said, "Oh my god, look!" And he just immediately said, "Happy April Fool's Day."
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But no,
at 6 o'clock in the morning, I would add as well.
that's part of the problem. You posted it at like 10 minutes into April Fool's Day.
Yeah, just like how I whammed you 10 minutes into December.
Last year, you didn't get me this. Oh no, the year before last, you didn't get me last year. Someone else did. Someone I'm not going to name because I'm not 100% sure it was them. But anyway, I think we're rambling off.
There we go. We are
on
rambling
tangent now. Time
I'm
to wrap
going
up.
to go and buy my George II coin, which I will show in the next Unhuntables.
And I will claim my commission from the Royal Mint.
And let's get back to the 5p's and see what we managed to find. Right then, we got 2 territories, one from Jersey from 2003, and we got a really nice one from Gibraltar 2015. So 2 territories, and then just some fairly nice condition older ones that I can use for date runs. That one's kind of got a bit of a golden colour to it, and that one's just really nice and shiny from 2006. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Go and check out what Christopher managed to find on his part of the video as well, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.